Greetings, chat! It is I, DingusTheStrix, here once more to bring you an epic gamer stream from your favorite epic wizard. And today is the start of the week again, chat, which now means the first RPG stream of the week, and the RPG that we're playing is Tales of Vesperia. That's right, chat, we're going to be playing some more Tales of Vesperia today. And if I recall correctly, I think the last time we left off at Tales of Vesperia, we beat like some type of giant bat boss that was like... The bat boss was like a combination of smaller bats or something. And after we beat it, we went into a desert. And that's where our journey's going to continue from there. But yes. How is everyone doing today, chat? And hello there, Diamond. Great to see you, my friend. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, this week is a special week. Because on Thursday is my birthday. Thursday is my birthday. However, I will not be streaming on my birthday. Because I actually share my birthday with another family member. And I will be spending time with them on that day. So there will be no stream this Thursday. However, I will still do a birthday stream probably sometime next week. More than likely either on Friday or Saturday. I still haven't figured out what I'll do, but I will figure that out. As for the rest of the week, chat, obviously tomorrow we'll be playing some more Tales of Vesperia. On Friday, we'll continue to do... We'll attempt another Japanese learning stream. Except this time I'll be using Lingo Deer and Kanji Garden. And we'll see how the chat likes that. Because Lingo Deer, from what I've been told, is superior to Duolingo in terms of learning Japanese. And as for Kanji Garden is a good way to learn new kanji and memorize it. So I think those will be very useful tools for my Japanese learning streams. And of course, if our friend True Lotus is feeling well, then we'll be continuing our Pokemon Nuzlocke, or Pokemon Soul Link to be more precise. But that entirely depends on his health. For our friend True Lotus has had the worst of luck. The poor man is always sick. He is always sick. And we never get to continue our Pokemon journey. How can we become the best it ever was if one of us keeps getting ill? It's a tragedy, chat. It's a tragedy. Hopefully this week he'll be fine. And if not, then I guess I'll just play more Wings of V and Illusion of Gaia. Or maybe I'll do something else. Actually, as a matter of fact, I might take the 2 days that I'm off this week to probably fix whatever issue I had with my Elgato. Because I remember there was 1 week where I wanted to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but then I couldn't because my Elgato was not working properly. And I haven't really gotten around to fixing the issue. Which is bad, considering that there are Switch games that I do want to play on stream. Besides Smash, of course. You know, at some point I would like to play, the Switch games I have, like Super Mario Odyssey, maybe even Breath of the Wild, or Kirby Star Allies, or maybe that other Kirby game that's come out recently. I think it's called Forgotten Lands. I haven't gone Forgotten Lands yet, but I do want to play that, because Kirby games are fun. And while I do own a PS4, I don't really have any plans on playing that on stream because I wouldn't even know what to play that I don't know what game I would even play on my PS4 that I wouldn't just play on my PC. I guess the only game that technically would be worth playing that's on my PS4 exclusively that I can't play on PC is Bloodborne. Other than Bloodborne, I don't really have anything else worthy of streaming. Specifically on the PS4 only. So yeah. I guess I'll probably take time later today or maybe on Wednesday to fix that Elgato because I would like to stream on my Switch again. Because my Smash streams are pretty fun. Because I do seem to get a lot of people to show up when I do it because, well, Smash is still a popular game. It's a popular series. So of course people are down for a good smashing, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Oh yeah, was there anything else to announce? Oh yeah, chat. I think I might make new startup screens for my reading and Japanese learning streams. I mean, kind of like how I have like a specific like startup screen for whenever I play like a Shantae game. And I also have a specific startup screen whenever I play Super Mario RPG. I want to make ones for the reading streams and the Japanese learning streams because, I don't know, I think it'd be nice to add some variety to what you see when you come to my stream. Add a little bit more personality, you know? So that's kind of my plans for the week, chat. Just to do that, so you'll be seeing some new stuff next week. And with that, chat, I have nothing else to say. Other than, let's get straight to the game now. Okay? No time to waste. To the game screen, chat! And here we are! Let's get our epic journey underway. Where are you, Tales of Vesperia? There you are! Let's get to playing. And hopefully with no scuff on startup. But of course, that's asking too much, chat. That's always asking too much. No scuff on startup, please. That's a tall order, chat. No scuff on startup? What do you think this is? Is it really a DingusTheStrix stream if there is no scuff? Ask yourself that. I mean, the scuff wasn't that bad just now, but there's still technically scuff I had to go through. Yo, sup, homies? Well, sup, my, poop slice, Peter Claymore, how's it going? How are things going for you, my shitty snake friend? I'm joking, of course. Glad to see you here, Peter Claymore. How are you doing? Because we are now in the desert! Gonna fight some new deserty enemies. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm Patty. I forgot I was Patty. Advance form. Ow! Am I paralyzed? Oh god, well this is off to a great start, chat. Monkey ball. Woo!
Someone protect me while I'm casting.
I should probably change up the party now that I think about it, because this party was specifically for the Bat Boss, but we're not fighting the Bat Boss anymore, so let's change this shit. I hate paralyzation, chat.
Easy.
We used enough of Patty Fleur in that last stream. Oh my god, they're still paralyzed after battle. That sucks. Do I have anything? I only have 3 paralysis bottles? Oh no. That's not good. Does Estelle have something to get rid of that? I hope she does. Do you have anything, Estelle? No type of... I don't think she does. Oh no. Well, that sucks. Ah, yeah. Recover? Do I have recover? I don't think I have recover, though. I do not have recover. Recover is something that Estelle has, and I don't think any other person has wait. Well, recover is something else. Recover is not a spell. Unless it is a spell. In which case, I do not have it. Not for our primary healer. Does anyone else have a recover of some sort? That's magic that would dispel it? I mean, regardless of what it is, Peter Claymore, I don't have it. I do not have that spell. Which means we're gonna have a bad time. Does Recovery Smash even, like... Wait, hold on, where is it? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Recovery Smash. He has Recovery Smash. He has Recovery Smash. That's Recovery Smash. Oh, that's right, it's an art. Okay, that works. Actually did. Okay, so Estelle does have Recover. Okay, never mind. Recovery Smash is better for this. Also, let's change our party up. I think we played enough Patty. Since we're in a new land, let's play as Yuri. I don't think we need Rita's magic for this. So... let's have Carol in. Judy, you switch with Repeat. Okay, this will be the party.
Be careful, everyone! We must be cautious. All power that tries so
Oh, I missed my chance. Because I barely saw it. Okay, I still see Estelle is kind of abusing her healing spells. Let me fix that real quick. Estelle is still just spamming Nurse for no reason. Why must she do this? I mean, I know she set the heal, but she overheals. She heals way too damn much. Calm down, bitch. You literally get like a scratch on your knee and she fucking Omega heals you. Calm down! Use odds and items with support effects to back up your allies. Reflective of her character, I guess. Reflective of the programming, I guess. I'm gonna have her on defend. Maybe that's better, I don't know.
This one's pretty tough.
We must be cautious. Recovery Smash!
Azure Wolf Strike! Take this! Azure Wolf!
These little cactus guys have a lot of HP. Holy crap.
Take this!
Well, now she's not doing anything. Exactly, now she's not doing anything because I put her to defend. She's just standing there!
Shining Eagle! Resound, O cry of victory!
Hold on, I need the perfect, like, Estelle setup. Hold on. Okay, so defend is not good. What if I send her to Strike Arts? Up to you? Hell no! Where is she? I'm not gonna... I will never let her be independent, Peter Claymore. You want Estelle to be an independent woman? That's cringe! I mean, what? What if I make her... magic arts only? Perhaps. That might do the trick. That might do the trick. Let's test it out. Let's see if this doesn't suck.
Do we even have a chance?
Okay, she's fighting. That's good. She's actually doing something.
Alright, who's next? Take this! Azure Wolf!
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
Your legs are shaking.
You're kidding.
Yeah,
I mean, despite
I
that,
am.
Peter Claymore, she used a power hammer anyway. Actually, what even are her magic arts? I mean, her magic arts are her support spells. She doesn't really have like attack magic arts, I don't think. I mean, so far I like what she's doing, so... She has Photon. Yeah, you're right, she has Photon, and she didn't even use Photon. Hold on, let me see her in battle one more time.
Hold still.
I did
I'll
not
make
mean
this
to
quick.
counter leap. Oh no.
Azure Wolf strike!
I did not mean to counter leap. This is not what's supposed to happen.
Azure Wolf! I'll blow you away!
We have to overlimit for this.
Take this! Azure Wolf! Take this! Azure Wolf! Shining Flame! Azure Wolf strike!
Just grant us your favor.
Take this! Azure Wolf!
Okay, she's doing alright, honestly.
Take this! Azure Wolf!
Like, she's supporting how she's supposed to with magic arts on. So, you know what? I think I'll leave her on magic arts.
Take this! Azure Wolf!
Come on already.
I'm running low on TP.
Let's go.
There we go. Okay, I'm liking this a little bit better, chat. I think this is what I needed. Okay, before we go into town, let me check what everyone's learning. Well, whatever the hell Yuri was learning, he learned it already. He also has the Spine Ripper now. Spine Ripper recovers HP every time a fatal strike hits an enemy. Not bad. Increases physical defense by 10%. Okay. I mean... Wait, hold on for a second. Whatever. Okay, you know what? Put on the Spine Ripper. And learn stuff from that. I think... Yeah, okay, so Carol needs something to learn. Repeat almost got magic too. Estella's good for learning something right now. Judith is a little ways away from learning aerial combo, which will be very helpful. But she can use a new sub-weapon. Patty is learning... Fighting Lens? Okay, yeah. She can learn Fighting Lens, that's fine. Raven's not learning anything, and Rita's still learning from whatever hell she's doing. Okay, so Raven, Estelle, and Carol need weapons. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, Peter Claymore. Strange dream last night made you very confused. What was your dream about, if you don't mind me asking? Or is it too personal?
Seems like a
to
pretty
share?
sleepy town.
Was it a lucid dream? Or was it a very lewd summer dream? Ha ha. See what I did there? Ha ha.
Well, in this heat,
There are knights even here, though!
I don't recall seeing such intimidating people here the last time I came.
All right, I'm off to search for clues about the treasure. Bye-bye for now.
Patty, no, bitch, you stay the fuck in the party. You ain't going nowhere.
You're leaving?
Hell
So you
no,
want
you're
me to
leaving.
stay a little longer, eh?
Yes!
Well, it's been fun and all, but I'm sure Patty's got things she needs to take care of.
No, she don't. No, she don't. She all she does is just fuck around.
Then I guess it's time for me to be off.
Where the hell are you going? Where are you going?
Careful out there.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
All right, shall we each go our own way for now?
Attending college again and was late for class and couldn't find the room I was supposed to go to. I had that dream like once a month. Huh, that's strange.
on for that.
I mean, that's a
Before
very
I do
specific dream.
anything,
You're
I
just
want to give
constantly
these
late for
feet a
class.
rest.
Okay then, let's meet up in front of the inn after sunset.
I assume it's a nightmare because you're in college.
Okay, see you then.
Being in college is a hell scenario, chat. You can't convince me otherwise.
No easy thing looking out for everybody else.
Well, I think we all could use a little time to think things over.
The kids are all right.
Par with everyone. Oh, we're gonna do some solo shit with Yuri again. The Desert Oasis Mentake. Is it me and Repeat? Yep, Repeat's the boy.
I wouldn't think the Knights would bother coming all the way out to a border town like this. More power to them if they're really here to defend the public order, or whatever, but something tells me there's more to it than that.
Exactly. It's just suspicious. Also, Raven, what you doing?
Hey, old man. Sorry to have dragged you all the way out here. Whoa, what's with that face?
Yeah, what's with that face?
Hearing you apologize like that puts me a little bit on edge is all.
I mean, you still have to deliver that letter to Bellius, right?
Yeah, but if I can't see her until the new moon, then that's that, ain't it? Till then, I'm at the mercy of the princess's whims.
Well, aren't you easygoing? You sure about that? If we spend too long out here and you miss the new moon, the Don will yell at you for sure.
Nah, I'm used to being yelled at. If I gotta wait, I can wait until the next new moon. It ain't like we're gonna run out of new moons anytime soon.
You certainly sound patient. You sure about this?
Of course. Patience is something you'll learn with age.
Ugh, I swear.
I don't know about that one, Raven. Some people are impatient even in their old age.
Well, making the right decisions is part of being an adult too. I'll leave as soon as I feel like I have to. Anyway, let me travel with you kids for a while longer.
Sure, whatever you want.
Okay, we can buy stuff here, but I'd rather wait until we get, the party back together. The zoologist is standing there watching the shopkeeper. He's not moving at all. Maybe he's asleep. Just talking to myself. Oh, you can go left and right. This isn't the start of the time. That's a strange place to start. Okay. Let's go to the end. Let's save here while we're at it. Get out of here, you're annoying. Well, sorry, weirdo. You're the one just standing there, doing nothing, good sir. Anything hidden over here? Doesn't Doesn't seem like it. There's a traveler's log. Heat wave. Extremely hot. Okay, then. Rita, what
You can't open that without a key.
I know.
Are you really gonna return it?
Yes, I am. You got a problem with that?
Nope.
You saw what happened in Nordopolica. This thing made it so I couldn't control my magic. The clear CL crystal inside this box interferes with air somehow.
Interferes with air? How could a tiny box like this do something like that?
I don't know. That's why I wish I could open this box somehow.
There's a good chance that we'd be able to find a key for the box in Jormungand.
For me, this doesn't have anything to do with Estelle wanting to return it anymore.
So then you're gonna look for the town of Jormungand that was mentioned in that diary?
Yes, if I can.
If you can.
I can't leave Estelle behind.
Sure you can, if you want to.
I'd like to leave her behind, but I can't.
Oh, isn't that
Never had a
adorable,
problem
chat?
like this before. Why?
Rita's bonding with Estelle. She has a friend now. Isn't that adorable, chat?
She couldn't be serious about going alone into the desert, could she?
Exactly. The tsundere is opening up to the party.
I feel like my world is crashing down around me.
Calm down, Carol. Calm down. What are you freaking out
I can't
about?
believe Ruin's Gate was secretly selling weapons. And that they were smuggling them illegally out of ruins.
Sometimes you have to have shadow where there's light, I guess.
That's so sad, though.
Well, you don't need to worry about those guys. Just keep living your life the way you know is right. And lead brave Vesperia to victory with pride.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, we need to worry about Pharaoh for now.
Yeah, we finally made it into the desert. It feels like we're almost there.
Hey, once we're done with this commission, you think we could go back to Dawngrass for a bit?
Well, let's wait until we've wrapped up our current job to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And hello there, Kozukura. Anything new to suggest to me? Hi, Surugi. Ooh, aerial combo? Wait, is this a weapon for Yuri? Okay. Perfect green. Rita weapon. Rita weapon. Okay, hold on. Okay. Gladiator. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Nothing special. Well, I guess spell charge is special. What do you gotta say, guy? This is the Desert Oasis Mantake. Or Mantaic. I don't know how you pronounce that name, chat. Because I haven't heard it said. We're currently on high alert. We will immediately arrest you if you do anything suspicious. Don't forget that. Okay, so that's the exit to the city. Gotcha. Let's find everyone else. Sir! I was sent to this desert right after joining the brigade, sir! I don't get the mission, but I'm going to do my best to watch the townspeople, sir. Sir! It was my first assignment. I'm a little nervous, sir! Hey, there's something strange about this town, right? Everyone's locked up inside their homes, and there's all these soldiers. Is something going on? And also, chat, before anyone says it, I do see Wonder Chef. Wonder Chef is hopping in the distance over there. I can see him. Before we get to Wonder Chef, let's see what these soldiers have to say. What? This station is for us Imperial Knights. We don't have any business here. Go on! Get lost! Keep trying my patience and I'll throw you in jail. Out, out!
Oh, where are you off to?
Judith, what are you doing?
Nowhere in particular, just going on a walk. What about you? Where were you going?
I just wanted to get a look at the desert terrain we were going to be headed into next.
Cap.
It's good to be prepared. So how was
She
it?
was clearly destroying Blastio.
It was hot.
Well, I assumed as much.
But it wasn't as hot as I thought it'd be.
Well, okay. But what I wanted to know was if Pharaoh was out there.
Right. That'd be nice.
Oh well, I guess we couldn't expect him to be that easy to find. What?
You want to go out and check for yourself?
No, that's okay. If we head out to look for him, we should do it together.
Oh, I see.
Yep. I wonder if everything is alright. I hope nothing has gone wrong. What should I do? Hurry up and leave if you don't have any business in this town. Hurry up and leave if you do. Please, I'm begging you. There are just more people to watch. Okay, so that's another exit. Okay. What is going on in this funky town? Get out of here. All the soldiers are just pissed for some reason. It's so hot. Here, touch my armor and helmet. You can fry an egg. Oh, I want to go home. Oh wait, no, it's the other side, I guess. And here he is, chat, the Wonder Chef! Aha! I guess you found me. You're pretty good. I'll teach you how to cook as a reward. Learn curry! I'll give you this so you can practice. I got to go till we meet again. If you plan on crossing the desert, you have to make sure you have enough water. If you don't keep hydrated, you'll shrivel up like a mummy. Oh, wait, hold on. Not that anyone would have any reason to go into the desert. I mean, there's nothing out there. I can't put up with this anymore. Why the hell do we have to keep watching the citizens in a place like this? There's a fountain right in front of my eyes. A fountain! I wish I could throw off this burning armor and just go for a swim in it. You
Yuri,
gotta say so.
Hey, why the long face?
is the desert really as dangerous as they say?
I don't think Rita joke around with such a serious look on her face.
Yeah, I guess not.
I mean, it's a whole desert, Estelle. Do you think it's
I've
safe?
dragged all of you all the way out here.
I mean, even if there's no monsters out there, the death heat will kill us. And not to mention
You
the
should stop
freezing
worrying
nights.
about all of us.
Huh?
I mean, we're just doing what we feel like doing. But what about you? What do you want to do?
Me?
You were saying that you need to figure out who you are, weren't you?
Yes, that's true, but
Estelle, you're Brave Vesperia's client. If you tell us to go somewhere, we'll go there. And if you tell us to go for you, we'll find Pharaoh and drag him back here.
Yuri. Then
Speaking of fighting Pharaoh, have we just dropped
There's
the
no need to
whole
rush to give me
Hideki
an
thing?
answer. Take your time.
Or did we address the Hideki thing? I don't recall. I legitimately don't remember. Oh, we can go in the water. Nice. Oh, Patty's right here.
Huh? You're still here?
what? Were you feeling lonely and came to find me?
Isn't the reason that you've been wandering around here because you're the one who's lonely and wanted to see me?
You got me. Now marry me.
Damn, Patty don't play, chat. Patty is just like, marry me now.
I'll consider it when
Holy
you're an
shit.
adult.
Ah, there you are.
Who are you?
Just an acquaintance of hers.
He's my husband.
Well, whatever. I got the info about the Maristella that you wanted.
I appreciate that.
But first, is it true that you're Eifried's granddaughter?
Huh?
It's a rumor I heard. Is it true? So it is true. If that's the case, then I can't give this to you. If it gets out that I did business with the granddaughter of a guy who broke the guild's rules, no one will trust me.
Eifried is...
I don't know about you, But for those of us who live in the world of the guilds, Ifried is the most unforgivable guy out there.
Holy shit. She's like the reverse Brock. Kinda. I mean, if she was the reverse Brock, then she would hit on every guy she sees. But no, Patty only goes after one guy, and that guy is Yuri.
I can't afford to be involved with someone going around claiming to be one of his relatives.
But did she really claim that, though? I don't think Patty has actually said, at least not publicly, that she was the granddaughter of Ifried. I'm pretty sure she kind of keeps that on the down low now.
So don't you show your face in front of any of us ever again.
What an asshole.
And if you pull anything on any of the members of my guild out of resentment, we're not gonna take it lying down. I can guarantee you'll regret it if you think that World Cellar is no more than a map-making guild.
But I'd never do anything like that.
Oh, really? In any case, the blood of a coward who would attack ships while feigning to protect them runs through your veins.
What does that even mean?
I can't even begin to guess what's running through your head.
This is some sins of the father shit.
And as for you, I don't know if you're really her husband, but I'd suggest steering clear of this one.
So you just take it all in silence, huh?
I just don't know whether he's actually my grandfather and what actually happened in that massacre.
It's a mystery.
I don't know what's true and what's a lie, whether he was a villain or a saint.
What was the massacre called again? Like the Black Hope Massacre or some shit? It sounds brutal.
All I know is that my grandfather was very important to me. That is why I can neither admit or deny what people say.
So you don't even know who you are yourself, huh?
I know that much at least.
Then wasn't there something you could have said?
It's okay. I'm used to people saying all sorts of things about my grandfather. I don't care about any of that nonsense. I'll just keep searching for treasure in my own way.
You're putting on a pretty tough act. You better not start crying once you're all on your own.
What good would crying get me? You see, my motto is, no matter how tough the situation is, crying gets you nowhere.
Well, I guess it's really none of my business.
I mean, she's been pretty resourceful on her own, to be fair.
Still, it's not like you can go treasure hunting without any clues.
Like, I wouldn't really worry about Patty in terms of self-defense. She's got knives, she's got guns, she's got some RNG bullshit.
Oh, don't worry.
I think she's fine.
I've got clues. Later.
Okay, I think we spoke with everyone? Question mark? Wait, who have we not spoken with? We spoke with Judy, we spoke with Carol, we spoke with Rita, we spoke with Estelle, we spoke with Raven, and Patty. Okay, I think that's everybody.
Carol,
Yep.
this is for you.
Huh? What's going on, Estelle? What's this?
This is payment for your services. I'm sure you'll be able to sell it for quite a sum. I want to thank you all for everything you've done.
Huh? What do you mean? You haven't found what you're looking for yet.
I'm afraid I must take my leave from you here.
Why?
Take your leave? What are you gonna do?
You're not thinking of going alone, are you?
My desire to meet Pharaoh is a personal one.
Are you crazy? That's way too dangerous!
Which is why I must go alone. I won't have the rest of you caught up any further in my own selfish quest.
Chat, there's something I've noticed about this party in this entire playthrough. What is it with every character at some point being like, I'll take it alone from here, or they just leave the party? Whether it be like they leave the party like in terms of like, you know, gameplay, or like they're just like, I'm going to either run away or I'm going to do something on my own because I have to do this by myself.
Do justice and punish the unjust.
That's just something I noticed. At least every character has done that at least once, I think.
Huh? Oh, right. That's one of the laws of our
Actually,
guild.
I think the only party member who hasn't done that is probably Repeat. Or maybe I just don't remember when P did it.
There's no justice in letting Estelle march into the heart of the desert all by herself.
I don't think I have it in me to break our laws. How about you, Carol?
Right!
It seems those are the rules.
I'm terribly flattered, really, but I'm afraid I can't let you.
Estelle, wait! Have you all lost your marbles? We're talking about a force of nature here.
Which is why we're all going together.
I'll admit I'm a little scared, but I can't just let Estelle go off like that.
You talk some sense into them.
If I start whining now, I'll have to go all the way back to Nordopolica by myself, right? That's no fun.
Oh, there's no reasoning with any of you. Are you sure you're dead set on this?
Yes, I've thought a lot about this. You all have something that's important to you. A goal you give everything to achieve.
Estelle's not really leaving the party.
I realized that I didn't have anything like that for myself.
'Cause then the only healer would be Carol.
And I knew
not that
I had to
don't
find a
trust
purpose
Carol,
of my
but
own.
Estelle is
Something I
clearly
can
the
dedicate
superior
myself
healer.
to. I made the decision to begin this journey, and I have to finish what I've started. This is something I have to do for myself.
Okay, you win. So we'll be aiming for the desert center.
Huh?
Hey, I tried talking sense into you idiots.
Rita.
There's actually no real need for you to come, Rita. You've got your Air Krene research to worry about, don't you?
There's no telling what you idiots will get into if I don't keep an eye on you. The Air Krene isn't going anywhere. I'll go check up on it later. But we're not leaving until we've taken care of all our preparations.
And look at Raven looking away like you don't give a fuck.
I'm sorry to be such an inconvenience to you all.
I think we had a pretty good idea things would turn out like this from the start.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Huh? Where's Judith?
Probably destroying Blasio.
Everything settled?
Yeah.
See what I mean, chat? Every character does that. Every single character in this game does that.
Well, what did you decide?
We're going to the center of the desert.
Characters just be fucking off and doing shit on their own.
I had a feeling, so I've made some arrangements.
This
The innkeeper has agreed to help us.
This is a party of party splitters. Like, holy crap.
We'll want to be good and rested before we leave this town behind, that's for sure.
You're always thinking about your next nap, aren't you?
Yeah, but I sleep so much better if I have a little company.
Damn, Rita.
I wonder what Pharaoh will do.
What? What? Huh? What? 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 What happened that she earned that title, though? I'm confused. Wait, hold on. I'm putting it on her, but like... Capable, beautiful, charismatic. You are much sought after marriage material. What happened in the cutscene that implied that, though? That's what I'm confused.
This town's only on the edge of the desert, but the heat still got my head spinning.
Youngsters these days got no stamina, I tell ya.
Whoa! No comeback from Rita.
It's hot. It's so hot.
I think she's so hot she didn't even hear him.
Okay, we need to stop at the end real quick.
Can we stay the night here?
Maybe it's because of Raven's comments. Probably.
Hello. Welcome to the Desert Oasis Mantake.
Mantake. That's what it's called, the city. Mantake.
What's with this night?
Well, will you be staying the night?
Yeah, we're going into the desert, so we came into town to gather provisions and get some rest first.
Oh, so it's you who wanted provisions for going into the desert. You know,
We know it's dangerous.
Oh, I see. In that case, I'll get your provisions together before you set out. Your stay will cost 400 gold.
Do we want to rest here? I mean, I do want to rest
Have
here,
a nice stay.
but I feel like some bullshittery is gonna happen.
This town kind of gives me the creeps.
All these nights stick out like sore thumbs.
Anyway, time to get some sleep. Sleepy times!
Sleepy times!
Man, I
Time
just
to get
can't
some
relax
rest.
with the night standing out at the
So
entrance.
tired! So sleepy! Ah! Sleepy time!
It bothers you?
Yeah, it does.
If they're here to protect us, there ain't nothing wrong with that, is there?
All right, everyone, let's get some sleep.
Yuri's like, shut the fuck up and sleep! But I'm with Carol on this one. This town is suspicious. Why are these knights here?
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Also, Judith, what are you doing?
I don't know your reasons for going out into the desert, but
Actually, now I think about it, Estelle, what are you doing? Why are you both behind the counter?
it would really be a good idea for you to stay in town.
Thanks. We've already put a lot of thought into it.
I see. Well, as I promised.
Our canteens are this small?
Looks like enough to me.
Yeah, we should be able to get more water from certain types of cacti growing in the desert.
Right. If we use them to fill up our canteens whenever we need more water, we should be fine.
Thank you very much. You've been a great help.
It's the least I could do. I'm giving that to you, so don't hesitate to use it as much as you like. Go out and turn right where the road forks. You'll find a lake at the end of the road.
Okay.
You'll be able to fill up your canteens there.
Gotcha.
By the way, what was with the knight who was here?
He was guarding me all night. I was so nervous.
One lie after another.
That was a supervisor. The knights are here to make sure that townspeople don't talk freely to visitors from outside of town.
Huh.
Why would they do something like that?
I don't understand the reasons, but it's on the magistrate's orders. People other than merchants like myself aren't allowed out of their houses.
I see. That's why we didn't see any townspeople outside.
I wonder if there's a crooked magistrate here too.
Probably.
There was no magistrate in this town until recently, and then finally he arrived.
Really?
Yes. The Imperial Knights have started to move into Nordopolica of late. It seems they may have already gone in to arrest Bellius. The appointment of a new Imperial Magistrate to our town seems to be related to that as well.
The Imperial Knights are going to arrest Bellius?
They say that Bellius had something to do with engineering the Great War behind the scenes.
Bellius did that?
That's what they're saying in town. Well, I don't think the Empire will be able to do much so long as Palestrale's there, but... Thank you very much for your business.
Wait, but...
Yeah, thanks for the help. Let's go fill up at the lake.
Very suspicious. Also, that cat. Can I get to that cat somehow? Wait, there's a door on the other side. Can I get to that door? The answer is no. Not in the slightest. Nope, not happening. So let's get some water.
We filled up our water. I think we're ready to go.
Right.
Stop it! Let go!
Bad boys and girls that break curfew must be punished by the magistrate.
No way! We're going to look for Mommy and Daddy!
Leave these children to me. I'll see that they're properly disciplined.
Stay out of this, stranger.
Please, forgive these children. I will go and apologize in person to the magistrate on their behalf.
Hey, Wait, aren't you?
So you can't just be walking about like you own the place just because you're a princess. It's kind of...
My deepest apologies.
I mean...
Do you think that maybe...
I don't know how I
could've
feel
handled that
about...
better?
I mean, it's not like she's being sought after, is she? Or did I just forget some very important information regarding...
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
Estelle being a princess. I guess the Empire
Thanks
not
for
actively
saving us
looking
from
for
those
her,
bad guys.
but they still know who she is. I don't know, it's kind of weird.
What are your names?
My name's Alf. My sister's Layla.
What happened to your mom and dad?
They got taken into the desert in the magistrate's big wagon. Someone told me they're going to look for Pharaoh.
Yo?
Pharaoh.
Yeah.
What do you think they're planning on doing once they find him?
And using the townspeople to do their dirty work? It's despicable.
Hey, bro, are we gonna go look for Mommy and Daddy?
No, you're not. If you kids go into the desert, you'll die for sure.
Judith.
We'll look
Gosh,
for your
she's just
parents.
being real.
You kids can't go out into the desert.
Really?
I don't lie. You don't mind, do you, Carol?
Judith, you lie by omission. That's still lying.
Nope, fine by me. You're surprisingly agreeable.
His guild is guided by justice, after all.
Exactly.
Thanks, everyone!
Trust in Captain Carol.
Here, take this, 'cause you're so nice.
What
A glass
give her?
bead?
A glass bead?
It's a precious gem.
It's our reward for taking the job.
Now that we've gotten paid in advance, we've got our work cut out for us, don't we, Carol?
Yeah, you're right.
A glass marble.
But what concerns me is that the Empire is investigating Pharaoh.
Yeah, what do they want with Pharaoh? Also, is Patty still here? No, she's gone.
Why would someone set up a barrier in a place like this?
Actually, they discovered the blastia at the bottom of the oasis and have just been using it as is. A nice person in town told me that.
And with it sunk in the oasis, no one could move it. So I guess they had to leave it where it was.
No one would trudge out into a scorching wasteland like this just to set up a barrier.
No, that explains it. Guess there's a reason for everything.
Ugh! We had to come all the way out to this godforsaken place. Of course it was on our boss's orders. Something's up. I'll have to grab some of his leftovers. These soldiers chat. Okay. I think we got everything. Actually, no, we don't. We actually have not shopped yet. Let's actually shop before we leave out. Because Estelle, Carol, and I believe Raven all need new weapons. Any new weapons for Estelle? Nothing? What about for Carol and Raven? Nothing? Okay, there's some stuff for Carol. There's stuff for Carol. That's good. Okay, so he has Spike Hammer. That's an option for him. Increased chance of guard breaks or rolling. Decreases damage taken by half and staggering. Oh. That's pretty good. What's the other one? Inflict 1.2 times more damage when attacking an enemy that's been knocked down. Reduces the chance of receiving status effects? Those are both good. I don't know which one I want more. Both of them have sort of like a one offensive thing and one defensive thing. With Spike Hammer Alpha, Carol will be better at breaking guards, and he will take less damage from staggering. Whereas with Beta, He can do more damage to an enemy that's been knocked down. But he might also get he'll also get a reduction of status effects. What's more valuable? I'm expecting a lot of status effects bullshit to happen, but the thing is, if we stock up on items, we can negate that. Whereas with this, I would say if we fight some tough opponents, breaking their guard's very important. Same with taking less damage, so I think I'm leaning towards Alpha, if I'm being perfectly honest. You know what? I'm going with that. Spike Hammer for Carol it is. Okay, so I see slightly weaker weapons for Estelle, but she can learn new moves or new skills. Occasionally cast healing spells without consuming any TP? That! Okay, chat, if she had that, I would literally not care if she spammed, you know, healing spells for no reason. And hello there, Jasper. How are you doing today? Anywho, elemental increase effective physical attack when with elemental attributes. I don't really care for that because I don't think she has a spell for that yet or an attack for that. There's lovely dog. All status increases with repeat in the active party. That's just funny. Anti-element. Occasionally decrease damage from an elemental attack by half. Okay. As funny as Lovely Dog is, I think I have to go with Alpha again. Because healing arts. And let's see here. Who else needed something? I think Raven also needed something. Raven, what weapons can we get you? You just played Kingdom Hearts and you can't beat the boss? Which boss? I actually never beat Kingdom Hearts myself. I played it. I played the first game, but I've never gotten too far into it. I'm actually still at the very beginning part of Kingdom Hearts. I want to say I've gotten past the Tarzan level, and I think I've also beaten, like, the first Hercules level. Whatever level is, like, directly after that is where I would be at, but I never beat. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I can get. Raven. Though I guess I should prioritize weapons that give him either all new skills or... Okay, so there's a Fender Bow and then there's Strikehorn Bow. Cancel guard motion. Okay, then TP condition. When TP is more than increase magic defense slightly. I mean, those are pretty good. Those are alright. What about Strikehorn? Heavy arrow. Increase the effect of the arrow attack while the interval decreases. Limited to normal attacks. Okay, that one's alright. Okay, so both get TP condition. While interval decreases. Limited to normal attacks. So wait, what's the difference between TP condition 1 and TP condition 3? They seem to be the same thing. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I see the difference. One is physical and the other one's magical. Okay. That's the only real difference. So they're two different things. I'm leaning more towards... Honestly, it kind of just boils down to guard arts versus heavy arrow. And I'm leaning towards guard arts. Increases the effect of an arrow attack while the interval decreases. Limited to normal attacks. The limited to normal attacks is what's... Like, just his regular attacks are stronger now? Is that what that means? It performs an art. I'm not really sure what heavy arrow means. I don't know how I'm supposed to interpret that. The way how I'm interpreting it is... His regular attack will be stronger after using, like, an art or something? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with Defender Bow for now. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. God, I wasn't done! I wasn't done! I wasn't done, game! I wasn't done! I want his bow! Give me the bow. I want the Defender Bow. That's what I want. And unfortunately, Patty's not here, so we can't give her anything. I would give Yuri the Tsurugi, but he would be greatly disadvantaged. But I guess I could keep him in the back of the party. Actually, hold on. He's already learning something, so we don't really need it right now. Give him that. Repeat is learning something, but he's almost done. I don't think we have a stronger weapon on hand, so we can buy something for Repeat, too. Raven has a Defender Bow now. And Rita is learning a lot of stuff. Okay. So, all we gotta do now is buy something for Repeat. And... that'll be it, actually. No, buy something for Judith as well. She needs a replacement weapon when she learns aerial combo. So let's start off with Judith. What can she learn? She's got War Harpoon. Oh! She'll continue learning aerial combo if she switches weapons. Okay, never mind. We can just give her a different War Harpoon. Magic 2. Increase the amount of TP recovered. I'm going to assume she learns magic later, but, like, I don't really know that because she hasn't used magic yet. So, Alpha build. And as for Rapide, you will get... oh my. Elemental. Maybe I shouldn't buy anything for Rapide right now, because I don't see anything useful for him. Okay, well that's enough of that. Time for sub-weapons. I'll buy Rapide that. Oh shit, I didn't even see the other options. And I'll buy them anyway. Stormbringer, that's a spell charge. I think she's already... yeah, she already has that equipped. Queen of Hearts. It's a new type of shield she can learn from. Okay, everyone's good now. I guess... does anyone really need new armor? That's the question. Not really. Except for maybe Rapide. but it's only a little bit. That's kind of why I don't care to give anyone new armor right now. This will be helpful. A stun by 50%, protect yourself. Actually, should I get another paralysis? No, I can't. I can't make another one. Oh shit, what's this? Moon selector change to control. Oh, what? Uh-huh. What? What are these? What are these? Change the control character during battle by opening the menu and pressing the start button. Huh? Huh? Peter Claymore, is this the thing you were talking about? It's mine now! Okay. Special flag. A flag allows you to change party leaders in the menu. It won't give you an extra life. I mean, that's fine. What else do we have? A mysterious sphere that improves your decision-making skills. Allows you to assign another set of arts. Oh! Okay, that's interesting. Earrings. Their simplicity adds to their appeal. Sometimes subtly... sometimes... Subtlety, I don't know why I couldn't fucking say that word. Sometimes subtlety is more beautiful. Blue goggles. Protect your eyes from dirt and even laser beams. Okay, so this is mostly aesthetic, I think. Yeah, these are aesthetic items we can put on. We won't worry about aesthetic items right now, so let's focus on the really special items. Okay. I think with this chat, I think we're done shopping. At least for weapons. Let me just get all the other stuff that I also need. Paralysis bottle, give me some, please. And with that, I think I'm done. Actually, no, give me some more life bottles. I'll take like 4 more tents. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Now we're ready to go. I like to prepare, chat. Forgive me. I just want to make sure I don't get absolutely destroyed when I explore. Also, is this a good party for the desert? I don't know. And we'll switch as we go. Also, do I have to equip that key item, or just me owning the key item allows me to use it? Let me check it for it. I'm pretty sure it's just a key item I can just use. Yep, it's just a key item I can just use. Okay, I kind of want to test it out.
Yuri? What's the matter?
I was just thinking about what the magistrate here could be planning. It's so strange that he'd be looking for Pharaoh.
Okay,
Though
that's
I guess
good.
it makes sense if the Empire
good,
wanted to
Peter.
eliminate a monster that was trying to kill the princess.
But they don't know that he's after Estelle yet, do they?
So why are they going after him then?
How should I know?
And we still don't know why there's a curfew in the town.
Anyway, first we should go to the sands of Kagor.
Right. We can look into the mysteries of this town once we come back.
If we don't rescue those kids' parents soon, they'll keel over in this heat.
That's true.
So then, to get to the middle of the desert, we should go through here, right?
Yes. I think the parents of those children were probably taken this way too.
To get level 3 synthesis items.
All right, let's go.
The sands of Kagor.
There's no shade anywhere.
I never imagined it would be this hot.
Nobody'd last long out here without the proper supplies.
What's with him? He looks like he's out for a walk in the park.
Hey, old man. Aren't you hot?
Hot? Heck yeah. I'm sizzling over here. Burning right up.
That lousy.
I feel like the temperature goes up every time somebody says the word hot.
We'll be fine, so long as we remember to keep our water well stocked.
Right, the cacti.
The parents of those children are out there with no supplies whatsoever.
We do have Pharaoh to look for, but...
Yes. Would it be alright if we took care of Alf and Layla's request first?
But...
You've more than fulfilled your obligation to me.
Estelle!
I mean, don't
Okay,
worry,
then.
Jasper.
Let's find their parents.
I'll do it as soon as the cutscene's over.
Was that Pharaoh?
Then he really is somewhere in the desert.
Settle down. You'll get plenty of attention once we're done helping those kids.
Okay, well, there's bird enemies from the get-go, so... There. I'm gonna be Judith, just because she would be the one to take care of those birds, and also I need her in the party. For this place, I would say... I'll actually play as Judith, and then I'll replace Rapide with Raven. I think that's a good party for this. Also, I'll save... Oh, I can't save. Oh. Am I not on
We
the field?
keep
Am I in a
going
dungeon?
and going, but all we get is more sand and more blue sky.
You're doing better than me if you can look at the sky, Raven. The only thing I see is sand.
How come an old fart like you has so much energy anyway?
Talking's only gonna wear you out. If one of us goes down, it'd be about all we could manage to get them back to safety. And I, for one, am in no mood to be giving out piggyback rides.
If I collapse, Raven, you can carry me.
Sorry, but this back's reserved for ladies only.
I'll die before I collapse.
I won't let myself be a burden either.
The same goes for me, of course.
Hey, there's no reason to go stomping on an old man's feelings, is there?
I mean, I'm gonna constantly switch.
Oh, man.
Person.
All right, let's go.
Just drop
Moonlight habit!
Oh, what?
Come on, Wind.
Oh! I learned something new.
Come on, Wind.
Is that it?
Come on, Wind.
New Wind Blade!
Ooh, they do a lot of damage.
Nice attack!
Come on, Wind.
Wait, why am I facing the other way? There we go. Wait, what?
Hey, help me out here.
So there's bats too?
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor! Dragon Upper!
This Venus is still not healing at all now.
This isn't good. Maybe I can heal you.
Okay, now she's healing. Okay, she's fine, she's fine. She's fine. I'm not changing your setting. I'm not changing your setting.
Ooh, I think I'm in love.
You'll just get burned.
Baby, I'm already charred to a crisp. Hooray for the old man!
Okay, nice. I just realized I have a canteen level on the far right. Okay, so I can't mess around, unfortunately. But, what was I just about to do? I was gonna look at her her new art. Lunarize. I think that's what it was called, Lunarize. Let me equip that. See what it does. I don't want to get back attacked in the desert.
We must be cautious. Punishing smash! First aid!
Oh yeah, the new ability. Wait. Wait, what? I thought it was if I press start, I can, switch. Wait, how do I press the start button?
Moonlight Havoc! Come on already! New Moon Blade!
Or do I have to get the button on first press?
New Moon Blade! Nice recovery action! Be gone! Sorry for being so strong.
Hold on here. Wait. Let me go to my items. What was it called again? It was called the... Oh, what was it, chat? What was the item called? That allows me to switch. Or is this something I have to equip? No, there it is. The Moon Selector. During battle, by opening the menu and then pressing start. Oh, you have to open the menu and then press start. Okay. Okay, so you open the menu and then you press start. Got it.
You don't scare me.
Okay, let's try it. Wait, open menu. Ah, like that! Okay, I get it now. And the person on the far left is who I'm controlling.
This puts us at a disadvantage.
Knock him around and cut him down.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, brilliant angel! Luna Ascendant! Nice recovery! Ascendant!
Okay, that's cool. Oh, I missed.
This is my victory pose.
Nice. Okay, and then it goes back to normal. Okay, that's good.
Let's fill up our water here.
But this is... Ow! Ouch!
What an idiot.
Carol, it's a
Use
cactus.
your head a little.
Looks like this situation calls for a little extra help.
Do you not know what a cactus is, Carol? It's inflated the cactus.
Me next!
We need to make sure to keep hydrated.
Right. We wouldn't want to get sunstroke. If everyone's finished, let's go.
You'll lose HP gradually as you walk when the water level of the canteen reaches 0. Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, let's fight. Why won't it reach? Why won't it reach?
Be careful, everyone! We must be cautious. New Moon Blade!
Cut him down.
New Moon Blade! Starstroke!
You didn't think I was that
There you
strong,
go.
did?
Are you doing any? Never mind. Wait, I was gonna ask if we could do anything with these corpses, but I guess not. Oh, it's nighttime now. Huh?
Destroy them in
How
no
was that
time.
a back attack? That was not a back attack! I swear, I have only ever gotten back attacks from flying enemies now.
Dragon Sword! Crushing Eagle!
Oh, so what attack was that? Did Repeat do that?
Sorry for being so strong.
Did Repeat make that magic circle? Or was that a spell from Rita? I think it was a Rita spell. I'm still waiting to see what a Repeat spell looks like.
Sorry if I hurt you.
That's a hangover. Such grace! Such grace!
Wait, face the right way, damn it! Face the right way! There we go.
Please.
Wait, how did all those arrows miss?
Such grace!
Yes, take a nice long nap.
Anyway, to answer your question, Peter Claymore, I like it. It's something I wish Symphonia had.
Better stop plodding along like a zombie, or you'll only make yourself more tired.
How are you in such good spirits?
Some people take pleasure in the suffering of others.
Unless you meant the special flag and not the, Unless you meant Moon Selector, I mean. Did you mean Moon Selector or did you mean Special Flag?
Why, I oughta.
Don't waste your energy.
Because Special Flag, that's just like a outside world aesthetic.
That sort of peppiness simply isn't healthy. Hey, did you hear a voice?
No, not at all.
What I'm really anticipating, chat, is for me to see another animal so I can talk to it with Rapide.
By the way, why were you in this desert before?
Because I assume I can talk to animal NPCs if I'm playing as Rapide.
I used to live in a town up in the mountains to the north of here, together with my friend Baul.
Baul.
So, I sometimes came down near the desert.
All the way to the desert?
Anyway, we hardly have time to look for anything out here, what with this heat.
Okay, you're talking about the Moon Selector.
Seriously, if we run out of water, we'll be goners.
We need to find something like a clue soon.
Yes.
I mean, we're good on water, we're fine. What are those things?
Here we go.
Oh my! I ran out of his heal, oh my. I wasn't expecting the heal there.
Nurse!
Seriously?
Such grace!
The sign of
There we go.
victory! Okay. Yay! These are the threads that I just keep getting
Oh yeah, I should probably change the food that I can cook. Hold on. No, that's not it. Cooking. There we go. For shortcuts. No one needs to make any sorbet. Because I don't think we have the ingredients for sorbet anyway. I also don't think we need salad, and also Patty's not here. Let's have Rita cook something. And Rita can cook... that. Repeat can still cook that. Instead of sorbet, let's have Judith cook... Did we unlock curry? Yep, curry. She can cook the curry. Okay, that's good. Holy crap, that thing's fast!
This enemy doesn't look so nice.
Get ready for anything.
There's only one starfish!
Don't get in our way.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, I was afraid I found like an incredibly powerful enemy, but no, it's just fast. It's just fast. It's not strong. Oh god!
Let's work together.
Yeah, you're not outrunning that thing.
Is that it? Please! I can't just lie around. Hammer!
I don't know. I don't know, Peter.
Was that a little too painful?
Actually, what do I have Raven set to again? I have Raven set to be flexible. He changes action according to situations, so I think he's just staying in the back, which honestly is fine. He doesn't really need to be in the fray, honestly. I can't go that way? Okay, then. Oh my god!
There are too many.
This is fun.
Hold on. Let me switch to Rita.
Sharpened rage. Cut through that which blocks our future.
Get some distance over here. Oh no.
I screwed up.
Come on. Oh no, everyone's dying. Everyone is dying. Because we don't have a healer in the party! Yeah, I think I might change up the party to make sure that there's at least one healer. Oh no! Where's the life one?
That was close. Moonlight Havoc!
I'm still getting attacked? No! I tried to get her to safety, but I couldn't because the freaking fast starfish. Wait, how many enemies are left? How many enemies are left, actually? Only 2! Okay, we should be fine. We should be fine now. Wait, hold on. Life bottle.
That was close.
That was a really bad back attack.
Was that a little little too painful.
That was a really bad back attack. Holy crap. Also... Is Yuri dead or... Okay, he's dead. Okay, let's balance this party a bit. Carol, you use Nice 8 Smash. There we go. Give him an orange gel. Honestly, I would say just switch Carol out. Throw in... Yuri. There we go. Okay, now it's a little bit more balanced, I think. Oh, what? Come on.
I'm taking you down.
Dragon Sword!
Starstroke! New Moon Blade!
Surpass Strike!
Power Hammer!
Look at
Let's
Raven
go.
just chilling in the background. Honestly, chat, I'm fine with Raven not doing much compared to Estelle not doing much. Because he's not a healer. Oh, he caught up? What?
We'll be gone soon enough.
How? He did not touch me, chat. He did not touch me. You saw that. He did not touch me.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
The sign of victory! Okay. Yay!
Good job.
Yeah, I feel...
Okay. Oh, now it's night. It's
This one's
nighttime
pretty
again.
tough. Do you want to run away?
Such grace!
Oh, don't put me there. Don't put me there.
Is that it? Moonlight Havoc! Moonlight Havoc! Lunafang!
I keep doing Moonlight Havoc when I want to do the opposite. I want to do, that! Lunafang. I keep pressing down by accident.
Sorry for being so strong.
There we go.
This
Is there anything to the right of here? Also, is my canteen refilling every time the day and
don't
night
hurt us
cycle?
now. Like this?
Oh, I missed my chance again.
New Moon Blade! Is that it?
Surpass Strike!
So is that okay?
Beautiful.
Thank you!
These are the ooh, that
Oh, those elemental things? Does it continue from here? No. Okay, we got a new weapon for Rapide. He has the Mizuchi. Dispersion. Changes in art. Can be learned if used repeatedly. Changes in art? Changes in art? What does that mean exactly? Does that mean, like, if he uses, like, one art, it'll immediately turn to something else? Or something? Is it, like, a weird, like, type of art cancel into something else? Great Deluge. Okay, this also does something different. What does this mean, chat? I don't understand. What art is changing? It means use an art with that skill equipped to change its properties into something else. Do I even have arts? I must not be understanding. I'll figure it out as I go. Okay, I think we continue over here.
Ah, I'm out of water.
How?
Don't go drinking all of it.
It's only been 2 days.
Thanks, Yuri.
Ration your water, Captain Carol.
Hey, do you think we could take 5?
And you say I'm the one always wanting to rest.
Yeah!
Huh? The heat's gone and baked his brains.
That was quite an expression of joy right there. The game doesn't tell you what that specific art is though, and it's different for each party member. Oh, okay.
Water! Oh, Carol, be careful. You'll hurt yourself if you fall.
Looks like he still had plenty of energy.
Well, hopefully I have it so I can learn it.
Wait up for old Raven!
And here I thought they couldn't bear to go another step.
Oh, they found an oasis.
Oh, I think I'm in heaven. I thought we were really done for.
It will pause in battle for a split second.
Hey now, you gotta be tougher than that if you're gonna save the world, kids.
Shut up. It'll be dangerous if we just keep going like this.
If we turn back now, though, we'll only disappoint those poor children.
We've got to keep looking as long as we can.
If we're lucky, we may even find Pharaoh along the way.
That's right. And with this spring, we shouldn't have any trouble keeping up the search.
If you've already eaten the poison, you may as well lick the plate.
Yeah, you're right. We've come this far.
How about your water bottle, Carol? Did
That's
you fill it
quite... I have never heard of that in my life. Is that an actual term of phrase? Chad, is that an actual term of phrase? If you're already eating the poison, you may as well lick up the plate?
Here, I filled them for you. Here's yours, Rita.
I think the Luge's changes Yuri's crushing eagle into Guardian Field.
Thanks, Judith.
Try having Rapide an active party. Remember why? Is there an animal nearby or something?
Thanks.
Everybody else all set?
Yes.
All right, let's keep moving.
Because I wanted to change it to Rapide the moment I found like an animal party member. Not an animal party member, but an animal NPC. Huh. I cannot become Rapide. Or do you mean have him as an active party member, not as a party leader? Okay, sure. Or replace him with Yuri. New weapon, right. Also, why can't I be Rapide? Is there a reason why I can't be Rapide yet? It's kind of strange. Also, let me check out the weapon I got for Carol. Right. Changes in art can be learned if used repeatedly. Well, here's another one. Gale and Evade. I guess he can learn it now because he's learned these. So yeah, have a right. Repeat has his own special effect that needs to be synthesized. Really? Seriously though? I mean, like, I already figured out that, oh, okay, he probably needs something special because, well, he's a dog and he can probably talk to animals. I don't know, I mean, I don't know, it just feels weird to have him get a special flag. Okay, you have to go out of your way to play as the dog, right? Why? Rapide is a party member. Like, he's a part of the party. He's a part of the team. He's a friend. Should be able to play as him like the others. Oh yeah, also new weapon. Rapid shot. Okay, this one significantly decreases defense, but new moves. I'll give it to him as soon as I learn guard arts. Actually, do I go this way? Hope I didn't miss anything.
Let's work together. I'll send you to your death.
That was cool. That was cool, Chad. That was cool.
Blade, try some blade.
Cut him down! Hey, come on!
Yay!
All right! How about a hug?
I don't think so.
Okay, that was funny. Raven tried. Oh, I hate that I can't use the ring on these flying enemies.
Sorry if I hurt you. Moonlight Havoc! First aid! New Moon Blade! Yes! New Moon Blade! Is that it?
Knock him around and cut him down!
The sign of victory! Okay. Yay! Good.
I think the only part member I haven't seen Estelle try to high-five is Carol. I think he's the only one I haven't seen. I assume there was one for him. Look at Repeat's arts on the menu and then press the start button. And press the start button. Why? Pressing the start button doesn't do anything. What are you trying to say, Jasper?
Get out of here!
Unless she meant outside of battle, not in battle.
Is that it? New Moon Blade! Moonlight Havoc! Like this? New Moon Blade! Don't go away! New Moon Blade! Starstruck! You lose!
Okay, let's try the thing you're talking about. Also, water. I need some water. Okay, so gotta repeat and show altered arts. Altered arts. I can't tell what the altered arts are. Actually, I think the altered arcs are Falling Leaf and Demon Dog? Because I don't remember those. Yeah, I don't recognize these two. That, or I haven't been using them all that much. I also don't really recognize Light Spear, so... Are those the arts? How can you tell which one's... How can you tell which one's altered or not? Demon Dog. Oh god!
Easy.
I may as well fight these things too, I guess. Why does the game do that? Why can't the game just give me the stun?
Cavalry!
I think I have a good idea what the altered arts are for repeat, I just don't remember what they were. I can't tell because I'm playing the Japanese version. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like... Oh my! You know... No. Anywho, Jasper, are you Japanese, or are you just playing games in Japanese to learn the language? Which I should probably start doing myself. Because I am trying to learn the language myself!
I'm gonna do it!
I'm very novice. There's too many kanji I don't know. So I can read essentially most of your
Oh, caprice of innocent Not bad. Spread the alluring snare and deliver my enemies to me. New moon blade. Luna ascendant. Speed smash. Spread the alluring snare and deliver my enemies to me. Spread the alluring snare and deliver my enemies unto me.
He really dashed up to Rio.
I'm just getting started.
These cycles are sporadic, chat. Holy crap. What the?
What are you doing, old man?
You see, I was thinking that there's a pretty odd creature over there.
Huh? What is that?
Is that Patty? I knew it! I knew it!
It's
I knew it.
I thought I was gonna have a heart attack there.
That's my line. Hey, don't tell me you're searching for treasure in the sand.
Quite so.
How did I know it was Patty?
What's this?
Well, it's mostly because of her outfit, but...
A treasure that Ifried hid.
This chest?
Ifried's treasure in the desert?
I'm surprised you were able to find treasure in the sand.
An adventurer's intuition is even sharper than the right side of a dolphin's brain.
Okay, then.
Intuition? How unscientific.
Oh, but you can't make light of intuition.
Seriously? Is that the treasure you're looking for?
Nah, this is just rubbish. Besides, finding treasure isn't my goal.
It's recovering your memory, isn't it?
And in order to do that, I need to find me grandfather's treasure, the Maristella.
The Maristella.
Yeah? You still haven't recovered your memory yet?
Unfortunately, no.
Patty will be in the party from here until the end. Oh, really?
Our
Okay, so
journey's
she's
only
permanent
just
now.
beginning.
Finally.
She sure recovers quickly.
I like that about her.
Really? I'm like that too, you know?
Now, if only we
Hey,
can get Flynn in the party,
if we keep
too.
chatting out here, we're gonna keel over.
Definitely.
Patty, why don't you come with us too?
Give me all my party members'
But I need to
names.
keep hunting for treasure.
Quit
Shut up
hiding
and
all my
just
party
come
members
with
from
us,
me.
alright?
Where's Flynn?
Alf and Layla's parents don't seem to be anywhere.
And with the desert as brutal as all this, odds are they're not holding up too well.
Thanks, old man. This hot-as-hell desert was missing a looming sense of dread.
How could Kimura just abandon people out here because they got on his nerves?
Seriously, let's hurry up and find those kids' parents while we still have some strength left.
Right.
Also, I just noticed that my my canteen is decreasing faster now, like significantly faster. Also, how much farther do we have to go? Oh, there's a save right there.
Here we go.
Come on,
Please. Starstruck. Crescent Moon. New Moon Blade. Pierce Buster. Luna Gale. Luna New Moon Blade. Luna Bang. Yes, take a nice long nap.
Okay, guard arts. Whoa, what happened? What happened? Oh. It's daytime all of a sudden.
Look! Up ahead!
Let's go.
Are you okay?
It's you.
Do you feel better now?
It's who?
My wife. Where's my wife?
Do you mean this woman? She's right here.
Please, hold still.
Water.
Are those the parents? I assume as much.
Oh, I can feel the life coming back into me.
Oh, that really hit the spot.
Thank you so much.
We're alive, thanks to you. You're our saviors.
Please, it's nothing.
We'll have time to relax once we get you back alive.
What's the problem? Things will work themselves out.
You're pretty crazy to say that in a situation like this.
I'd like to thank you for saving us, but I'm afraid I don't have anything with me that I could give you.
Oh, please. We don't need anything like that.
Adjust my mic here. It's a little sense I'm noticing that my model is moving whenever I press the button.
No, that simply won't do. Please, come to Mantake so that I can pay you back for what you've done.
No, we're not going back to Mantake right now, sir.
Mantake?
Wait, are you the parents of Alf and Layla?
Yes, we are.
Did you see our children back in Mantake?
Yes, we met them there.
They were worried about their mom and dad.
They were even going to come out into the desert to look for you.
Oh, this is terrible. We have to go back to them.
Don't be so hasty. Do you think you two can go back by yourselves?
Well, that is... No, I guess we can't.
Then just calm down for now.
Aye, that's right. Just lie down and relax a bit.
Patty, I think that's taking it a little too far.
Yep.
A bird?
Is that Pharaoh?
In this desert?
Ooh, that was Pharaoh, wasn't it?
Sounds close.
Sounds like it came from just up ahead.
So we'll get to meet him. It's about time. I was about to shrivel up in this heat.
Oh,
you
boy.
two come too.
Yes.
Make sure to keep a safe distance. You'll want to be out of the way in case a fight breaks out.
Yes, okay.
Avast, Repeat! Stop pulling at my clothes like that!
Patty, watch your step. It's dangerous.
Whoa! That was a close call. Repeat, you were only warning me.
Repeat seems to like Patty. Why is that?
He just likes kids.
He wants youth and vim, not gray and stolid.
So my age has been the problem.
Wait, Patty is certainly young, but that's not everything, right?
I wonder what the reason is that Repeat doesn't like Estelle.
Something isn't right. Be on your guard.
That's not Pharaoh.
Yeah, there's something different about that voice.
Hey!
Oh boy. What the hell is that?
What the? It's disgusting!
Using a decoy to sneak up on us? What a cowardly monster!
I've never seen a monster like that!
Carol, it almost seems like you haven't seen any
That's
monster.
not a monster.
If it's not a monster, what the hell is it?
Even Repeat's frightened. This can't be good.
Let's get out of here!
It's coming this way!
Damn, looks like we have no choice. Out of the way, you two!
I've never seen anything like it.
I don't want to deal with it if we don't have to. I guess we
Okay,
have no
I've never
choice.
seen Demon Dog before. That's definitely no problem.
Now this is my style.
what did he do?
Try Soul Shot.
Don't attack Estelle. Don't attack Estelle. Stay on us. Oh God! Okay, right? Run!
I'll go away. Nurse.
That didn't hit anything.
Just grant us your favor. Snap. I'm okay.
Oh God!
Holy power, come to me.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around and cut him down.
Oh, really? Just grant us your favor. I don't feel good. Nurse. Recover.
Oh my God!
Your favor. We're not done
This
yet.
boss, holy crap! I can't escape.
We're not done
I'm stuck
yet.
here until we. Okay.
First aid. Blade. We're not done yet. Snap. Bang. I'm okay. We're not done yet.
He's obsessed with attacking Estelle. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Get Estelle out of there. Get Estelle out of there. He's still chasing Estelle.
You okay, Repeat?
Everything's spinning. We're not done yet. Angels grant us your favor. Oh, brilliant angels grant us your favor. This is dangerous.
She can't even heal.
Oh, brilliant angels grant us your favor. Oh, that hurt. Nurse! We're not done yet.
He can't reach.
We're not done yet. Oh, brilliant angels. I'm okay. Oh, brilliant angels grant us your favor.
Come on, Wind. Knock him around and cut him down.
Windblade's effective.
Grant us your
Around
favor.
and cut him down. Windblade.
Nurse!
Hold on. Let me magic lens this guy. What's he? He's weak to fire? Okay. Okay, at least he's half dead.
Are you okay? We're not done yet. I'm okay.
Oh, he's aiming at me. He's aiming at me. No! I just realized that.
Angels grant us your favor.
Okay.
Oh, brilliant angels grant us your favor. Nurse!
Hey, that hurt.
He keeps bullying Estelle. Holy crap.
All my heart.
That's not the movie. Ah! This battle needed Rita in it. Oh God!
Now we're gonna have some fun.
We're not done yet.
Attack!
Grant us your favor. I can't take much more.
Yeah, you like to overdo. Do it.
We're not done yet. I'm okay.
That hurt.
Everything's spinning. Oh, brilliant angels grant us your favor.
Hold on, let me switch to.
We're not done yet. Nurse!
Also, wait, does this? Okay, his weakness. Oh, his weakness changes depending on if it's day or night. Okay, that's okay.
Oh, brilliant
We still don't have
angels
Rita.
grant us your favor.
Rita probably would have destroyed this thing. He's running away though. I don't know what he's trying to do.
I'm okay. Moonlight Havoc. Lunarize. Moonlight Havoc. New Moon Blade. Luna Bang.
I also don't know if the stats change depending on the time of day either. That missed.
I'm okay. Lunarize. New Moon Blade. Brilliant angels grant us your favor.
Also, can I change? Yes, I can. Maybe we should make Raven do something else. He needs to get into the fight. He's keeping his distance. And also the Fleet died.
Bring them back from the abyss of death. Resurrection. Oh, brilliant angels grant us your favor.
Is he almost dead?
Pete, are you okay? Nurse, New Moon Blade. Moonlight Havoc. We're not done yet.
Estelle, what are you doing? Why? Oh, she has no TP to revive. Fine, I'm gonna life bottle the TP. Chase me.
Holy power, come to me. First aid. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
I'm gonna switch to Raven.
We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Holy power, come to me. First aid. Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Nurse.
Whoa, whoa, keep distance, keep distance.
Is that the best you can do?
Now he's switching like mad. He's definitely dying.
Grace. That hurt. Come to me. First aid. Angels, grant us your favor.
That's not what I wanted to do. I want to shoot arrows. There you go.
Okay. We're not done yet.
I'm surprised I didn't hit Raven.
Everything's spinning. Okay. We're not done yet. I thought we were dead.
You're pretty tough.
Just your favor. Careful. Oh.
Wait.
Brilliant angels, grant us your favor. Luna Gale, nurse.
Oh, I missed.
This isn't good.
Yeah, you like to overdo it.
Nurse. First aid, Luna Bang. New Moon Blade. Stars Lunarize. You're using too many arts, but it feels so good. Yeah. No way.
There's 10,000 left. Let's go.
I'm okay.
Repeat was healing the boss? Wait, he was? Wait, how was Repeat healing the boss?
It vanished.
What's this?
I don't think Repeat had any special attributes that would heal him unless it was like water. He does like water damage and heals him with like
I can't go on
during the night or something.
Rita. Carol.
The more simmering, dizzying heat and grilling mollusks.
I'm afraid even I can't take any more.
This isn't good.
Maybe Repeat's weapon is fire elemental? I don't remember his weapons having any elemental effects. I'll have to check.
What?
Because I didn't think the boss was healing at all.
A town? That dragon from the Wizened of Kados. Go ahead. Hope you choke on my bones. We collapsed in the desert. And this can't be heaven. Where are we?
And also, hello there, Wonder Son. I guess you found me. You're pretty good. I'll teach you how to cook as a reward. Okay. I'll give you this so you can practice. Gotta go till we meet again. Let's save immediately. Got an hourglass. Ooh, an all divide. I know what all divide does. Leaving so soon? You're quite welcome to stay as long as you like. But where am I, though? Don't you go getting yourselves knocked out again, you hear? But where am I, though? Next time, I'll be charging a boarding fee. Teehee. You're awake? Are you alright? You passed out by the town entrance. You don't have to pay me. I brought you here in the first place. In Supentriones, or Trionis.
Good morning.
Don't you want a morning kiss?
Oh,
Yuri just pats her on the head.
Are you feeling better now?
Yeah. How about you guys? Are you alright?
Yes, it would seem that way.
We all collapsed in the desert, right? So what are we doing in this town?
Seems like someone came to our aid.
Though we're not sure who.
I wonder what kind of praiseworthy fellow could cross such a toasty desert and save so many people.
We need to find whoever it was and thank them.
What about the couple who was with us?
They appear to have been brought here as well.
So they didn't get a look at our rescuers either?
Apparently they lost consciousness like the rest of us. I believe the two of them are having a look around town.
I wonder, was it just a mirage?
What do you mean?
Oh, just before I blacked out, I saw that dragon that got the air under control back at Kados.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't you see it, Estelle?
No, I didn't see anything.
Then that monster must have saved us or something.
A monster saved us? I can't believe that.
Was it just a mirage then? So what's the story? Where exactly are we?
A kindly gentleman is looking into that very matter for us.
Kindly gentle... Oh, you mean the old man.
There's no barrier here. This town is weird.
I thought the mountains in the east were supposed to be uninhabited.
Rita, Carol, over here.
What's that?
The monster that attacked us in the desert dropped it.
I didn't see any feathers on that thing.
That's one of Pharaoh's feathers.
Pharaoh's feather, okay.
But why would that monster have one of Pharaoh's feathers?
Man, there's so much we don't know.
Welcome back.
And just why was it up to me to go tromping off on a recon mission?
If I'd gone, this sweet young lady would have been all alone with you. That's far too unsafe.
Unsafe? You can't possibly mean me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
I think I'm gonna gag.
Suppose I don't mind people thinking I'm dangerous. Adds to my mysterious charm. It seems we're in Jormungand. You know, that town from the diary on the ghost ship.
This is Jormungand.
Wait, this is Jormungand?
The town that needed the clear CL crystal to protect itself from monsters?
It makes sense. They don't have a barrier here.
That must be why they were searching for a way to drive away the monsters.
But that was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, and I find it strange that they were getting by at all without a barrier.
You're right.
Aye!
What if we were to show this case to one of the locals and ask them?
Yes, we might learn something about Pharaoh that way as well.
I agree.
The Heartland town, Jormungand. We've made it, chat. Let's explore this town. This town of Jormungand.
Hey, do you mind if I have a gel?
Carol, I don't really think you should eat those unless you need them.
But I can't stop thinking about how good they taste. Or the smooshy way they feel between my teeth.
I noticed we've had fewer gels lately. You've been snacking on them, haven't you?
I want them so badly I can't sleep. And here you've been eating them while we weren't looking?
I haven't been doing anything like that. Wait, Rita, you were losing sleep over gels?
No, of course not. What are you talking about?
They're not snacks, you know. They might be small, but they're pretty expensive.
I can't say I like their taste or texture very much.
Perhaps they're not too pleasing to a princess's palate.
No, that's not it. I don't think they're that good either.
I'm addicted to their simple taste. You just don't get it.
Gels were made sweet and soft, so they'd appeal to children after all.
Are you saying my sense of taste is childish?
What's the matter with that? You are both children.
That box, it feels like I've seen it somewhere before. I can't seem to recall where it was, though. Look, I told you I don't remember where I saw it. You sure are pesky. You don't remember what kind of shoes people you passed on the street yesterday were wearing, do you? I mean, it depends. Some people do remember that crap. Also, lemon bottle, nice. Okay, here's a general store. And we learned a lot of stuff. Okay, so I am learning the moves. Okay, so I knew I did not. I knew I didn't recognize Demon Dog. That was definitely a move that changed. I'm trying to think what the other move was, though. Also, Raven, you put that on now. Carol is still learning. Yuri's good to go. Learn something else. Not those. Rita can learn something new now. Patty is learning over limit. Oh. Wait, what? Chance of HP gradually increasing or decreasing during over limit? Really? Really though? How RNG do they want to make Patty? Holy crap. She really is RNG, the character. The Stinger. And she can put that on right now. I believe Yuri can learn something too. Okay, Yuri has some options. FS bonus 2. Recover TP every time a fatal strike hits an enemy. Then there's this thing. Changes in art can be learned if used repeatedly. Hellfire and Strength 3. I kinda want both of these. I kinda want both of these. And you know what? I will buy both of these. Actually, hold on. What's you're currently equipped with? Okay, he's fine. He's fine. So I'll buy both. I know that chain. The chain. Let's see. We can get something new for... Wait, what's Lucky Soul? Occasionally recover TP when knocked to the ground. Okay, that's pretty cool, but I think I should prioritize that. Unless there's nothing else better that she can learn. Or maybe Hellfire. Oh, okay. I kind of want to get her glowing ribbon. She seems like she can use that. Glowing ribbon. Okay. What else is there to buy? It will change Yuri's Zero Edge. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll equip that first then to see what it looks like. Who else could buy something? I can turn the rapid shot into the burn spreader. Wait, is he equipped with the rapid shot right now? He is, and he hasn't learned anything from it yet. I kind of don't want to change it yet because I don't know if the things he'll learn soon will be good or not. Also, here are stronger versions of the glowing ribbon. Increased effectiveness of burst arts attacks. But then I can also have Rita learn Chain and Elemental, which I think she would benefit from Elemental. She could also learn Hellfire and Anti-Element. I'll change those later. There's a lot of stuff to learn. Repeat. We just got him to meet the Mizuchi though, so I will not be taking those away from him. As for Patty, Sticky Fingers, Heavy Hit, and Item Pro. Step Away. EXP share. Both of those are always good. I know what it is, chat, but I always tend to prefer the alpha over the beta versions of weapons. Because I'm not really feeling the RNG skill she's learning right now, so I guess I could get her Sticky Fingers and Heavy Hit, and also Item Pro, which would be very nice to have. But EXP share is just generally good to have when she's not in the party. Like just getting bonus EXP. And also Step Away. But again, that's more defensive, whereas Heavy Hit's more offensive, so I'm kind of leaning towards beta here. But EXP share, though. And I don't know if there's another way for her to get EXP share other than this weapon. I could buy both, but that seems silly. Especially since... Actually, no, I can't buy both, because I only have one Lipsia. She's too RNG to rely on Heavy Hit. And she doesn't really need to use... You know what? I'm giving her the alpha. Spine Ripper. Concentrate. Equip the Flamberge. I guess just to see what he can do with it. Who else got something new? Nope, everyone's learning except for Judith. Judith needs a new weapon. Judith, what weapons do we got for you? We don't got anything for her, oh no. She doesn't get any new weapons, oh no! Oh well. Plus, we could just buy a new weapon for her. No, we can't buy any weapons for her. Also, we haven't been buying food as of late. Let's buy some flour. And carrots. So let's just stock up on food. So we can make everything. Also, we always gotta stock up on orange shells, because we're always just low on those. Like always. Life bottles, please. Alright, thank you. You're not Kozakura. Wait, Fatal Exceed? What's that? What's Fatal Exceed? That sounds cool. Double Appeal? What's Double Appeal? And Bark. And Coward. Oh, I just realized we haven't looked at the secondary weapons. Do we have any new secondary weapons to use? Also, actually wait, did I even equip the secondary weapons I bought for Estelle? I have not. What's wrong with me? I bought this a while ago. Wow. Same thing with Repeat. What's wrong with me? I completely forgot. Well, better late than never, I guess. It's not the end of the world. Okay, I have that. Okay, that's new for Raven. There we go. Everyone's learning things, nice.
What was the deal with that weird monster we ran into in the sands of Kogor?
Just the thought of it still sends chills down my spine.
Was that thing even alive?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it wasn't anything like other creatures that make their home in the desert.
Huh. Another astute observation from Captain Carroll.
Whatever it was, I hope we never see it again.
Me too.
Our village chief is a great man, but the sage is even greater. The sage will drive out any monster that may attack us. The sage is considering new techniques for expelling the monsters. So Sage does it, of course. Who else but a sage could get rid of all these monsters, chat? So there's two paths here, I see. The Colosseum, scene of countless bloody battles. It's so thrilling. I want to die in that stone circle someday. That's my dream. Wild, isn't it? It's a shame the Colosseum is so far from here. The leisurely pace of Jormungand just doesn't suit me. I swear that one day I'll stand in the Colosseum and make crimson flowers bloom upon its stones. Okay. Okay, that's to the house. Wait, that way leads to the house. What does the other way lead to? Or do they lead to the same place? I think they lead to the same place, it's just perspective or something. Welcome, travelers, from so far away. I'm afraid our village doesn't have anything particularly special to offer. You're the ones who were found unconscious, yes? Please make yourselves at home. Are you people from somewhere else? Isn't it pretty here with all the flowers blooming? Everyone from far away says it's a pretty village. You came across the sea? You must be so tired. You've been on a ship for a long time, yes? What? No? Blastia? What's that?
So after all we went through to cross the desert, we can't meet Pharaoh.
And after you've all risked your lives to help me.
Maybe it's better that we didn't find him after all.
Yeah, if we had to fight him now, we probably wouldn't make it out.
Think about it though, Pharaoh can fly. He's free to be pretty much anywhere at any time. Tracking him down will be a tall order unless he's got a lair somewhere in the area.
No one's saying that meeting him will be impossible.
We might get some information if we ask around in the town.
You're right. Thank you, both of you.
This town is currently facing a terrible crisis. The threat of a giant monster attack. Everyone says that we can accomplish anything with the sage on our side, but is it alright to believe that? This place is so peaceful. Nobody here really knows the value of doubt. I don't want to speak ill of the sage either, but anything can happen, right? Thank you so much for saving us. I want to hurry back to Mantake to see the kids. Okay, he just repeats. The kids must be very worried. If only they didn't come looking for us. Who are you?
That box.
Do you know something about this box?
Launchi had it. Where did you get it?
Launchi?
On a ship called the Atherum, my lovely lady. Have you?
Of course. You know about the Atherum too?
Yes. We happened to come across it on the ocean.
Did you see Launchi?
And Launchi would be...
Oh, Launchi is my love. I'm sorry to suddenly get so personal.
Launchi? Was that the cat?
Your love. Damn it. Hey, Carol. Your turn.
You're hopeless. All that we saw was, the ship itself. Oh, I see.
Could I ask your name?
Oh, my name is Yuafan.
That's the name that was in the diary we found on the Atherum.
Perhaps she's a descendant with the same name?
Do you know about the clear seal crystal?
They say it has the power to drive back monsters.
The sage said it was necessary to make a barrier around the town. Is that what's in the box?
Yes, We came to deliver this box to you.
I see.
Hey, is that the key?
Could I have the box?
Wanna see what's inside? What is it? The crystal.
Wow, is this the clear CL crystal?
Looks like it.
It's so sparkly and glittery. A treasure even more beautiful than sea sparkles blooming on the surface of the ocean.
So who's that sage you were talking about earlier?
The sage is a great Critian who came to our town from across the desert.
A
Critian?
Well, creating a barrier is basically creating a Blastia.
Blastia? But we can make Blastia with current technology, right?
There are people who do. You saw the Blastia at Emmett Hill in Cair Bakram, but I don't think that sage guy is the one who made those Blastia with messed up formulas.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand. But the sage said that the clear CL crystal was needed to create the barrier. So Longchi set out to look for it. It's been 3 years since he left.
3 years?
3 years, huh? You must be worried.
Wait, this sounds weird.
Yeah, the stories don't match up.
You think she could have miscounted by 1,000 years?
How old is she anyway?
The same thing could have happened 3 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, probably.
They say that history repeats itself, but who really knows?
Is that sage in this town?
Did we time travel?
Where
or
does he
something?
live?
Oh, yes. He lives in the house farthest into the town.
I think it might be faster if we went to talk to the sage.
Yes, maybe so.
If you're going there, could you take the clear CL crystal to the sage for me?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go.
I'll get that chest.
This town's weird. It's in the middle of the desert, but look at all the plants.
It sort of reminds me of Mantake.
Yeah, but there is something different.
Really?
There may be more here than meets the eye. Maybe the truth is hidden away.
Leave it to Judith to put things into perspective.
The better the intuition, the more you see.
Hey, I have intuition.
Okay, anyway, chat, I'm theorizing that we probably traveled to the past or something. Woof woof. If you have a question, you should go ask the sage. You can really depend on him. Our current mayor is too young and unreliable. For our village chief, it's experience that does the talking. The sage's wisdom truly speaks volumes about how rich his experience is. I wonder how he would have timed that. Also, is there any NPCs I haven't spoken with over here? I didn't think I talked to this guy. My father died very suddenly, and I found myself governing this village, but it isn't going well at all. I don't know what I would do without the sage's help. The sage? He lives in the largest mansion. I mean, the only mansion, and also the only house here. Okay, there's other houses. I see another house over there, but there's only 2 places. You're a stranger. I can't talk to strangers, smart kid. You know you just spoke to one technically. Yeah?
Excuse
me. Oh, look,
me.
it's Sephiroth!
Huh? Hey, that's... You're...
Who exactly?
Oh yeah, Patty never met him.
We've run into each other a couple times.
You? How have you come to this place?
What do you mean, how? We walked. As in, across the desert.
I see. And yet, how did you... No matter. For what reason have you come?
We're a little curious about this.
This must have cost you dearly to obtain.
Actually, it just sort of landed in our lap.
Hmm. That was quite a miracle.
You're planning on making a barrier blastia, aren't you?
Yeah, we've heard this for
You're free to go pretending you're a sage, but forget about making any blastia. Who would even consider building a barrier blastia with something that's so obviously not a core?
But it is a solid mass of air. It simply lacks an inscribed formula.
Lacks an inscribed formula? What do you mean?
They are most commonly known as apatheia, of which the clear CL crystal is one example.
Oh yeah, apatheia. That was mentioned before.
So this is an apatheia?
That the treasure you've been looking for, old man?
Also, I am not the sage.
Huh?
No such being exists any longer.
That's a problem. We'll need to get that back from you in that case.
Neither I nor humanity have a need for such a thing.
Whoa! What are you doing? Hold on a sec!
It's the same phenomenon we saw at Cave Mock!
Oh, man. Just when I found one.
The apatheia bring only chaos to humanity. They are better off returned to air.
Return to air? Is that really all you did just now?
That's still no reason to go smashing other people's things.
What kind of a person treats treasure so poorly?
Wasn't the clear CL crystal, the apatheia, needed to save this town from the monsters?
This town has no use for a barrier, and no need to be saved. This place has been granted everlasting calm.
Come to mention it.
By who?
It is pretty quiet here.
But still, there are monsters like Pharaoh nearby.
How do you know of Pharaoh?
I'd ask you the same thing. You seem to know about him yourself.
Please, tell us what you know. Pharaoh referred to me as a poison.
I see.
You know something, don't you?
There is a being in this world who possesses a power the Endelikeia despise.
You mean... me?
This being is known as the Child of the Full Moon.
Child of the Full Moon. Like in the legend. By Endelikeia, you mean Pharaoh?
That is correct.
But what would the Endelikeia have against me? Against a Child of the Full Moon? What is this power the Child of the Full Moon possesses that they despise?
That answer lies only within the hearts of the Endelikeia themselves.
So in other words, we gotta find Pharaoh and talk to him.
Which means I've got no choice but to find Pharaoh and ask him myself.
Yep.
Do not be foolish. Meeting Pharaoh would end only in the death of the Child of the Full Moon.
But...
Estelle, give it a rest.
Hey, Reggae, Jaeger from Ruins Gate talked about the Endelikeia earlier, didn't he?
Something about them being the ancient race that built Nordopolica.
So Pharaoh built Nordopolica? That doesn't seem possible.
Take your leave. There's nothing more for you here.
Wait, there's something I want to ask you too. What were you doing at that Air Krene? Just who are you? What is that sword of yours?
Those matters exceed your comprehension. Do not ask of them again. Go.
Where do you get off?
Sephiroth does not wish to speak to you, Rita.
Rita.
Be gone!
Duke may have been the one that saved us in the desert.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go and thank him.
Hold up. He doesn't seem the type to do something like that.
You don't think so?
Just a hunch. You said that Child of the Full Moon he mentioned was the sister of brave Vesperia, right?
Yeah. Goddess who bathes this world in her golden light, you are named Child of the Full Moon. Your brother, brave Vesperia, watches over us from the skies. You remain bound to your mother, the Earth, and will shelter her with your unceasing protection.
Is there like a hidden meaning in there?
I'm not sure, but maybe it's more than just an old legend.
Remaining to protect the Earth, huh?
Could protecting the Earth have anything to do with ruling over this world?
You mean like becoming the Emperor? If Estelle is the child of the full moon, that would add up.
Which means all the previous emperors would have been on Pharaoh's hit list.
I've never heard of anything like that.
I'm invested, chat.
This all sounds pretty complicated.
Yeah, I suppose it might be a bit too complicated for you, Patty.
It's too complicated for you too, old man.
Rita can explain it to you later.
Me?
Shouldn't we be thinking more about what to do next?
I'm gonna stay here. There are things I've got to investigate.
Investigate?
Clear seal crystals, apatheia, all kinds of things. Honestly, I have a few bones to pick with Mr. Warm and Fuzzy over there. If you're all going back, we'll have to say our goodbyes here.
But...
Oh, that's too bad.
Is the party
I
splitting
don't
again?
imagine the
Goddamn
desert
it.
will be much fun on your own, but good luck.
Oh, that's right. I can't go anywhere without crossing that desert.
We can afford to take a load off while she's checking things out, can't we? I'm pretty interested in apatheia myself.
If we're going back into the desert, we need to take time to prepare. We don't want to keel over again.
That's true. How about we leave tomorrow? Rita, one day should be enough, right?
Shouldn't be a problem. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay then, we'll meet up near the exit tomorrow morning.
I like how shocked Carol looks. Like, did Rita just show gratitude?
Right. See you then.
And the party's been splat.
I have nothing left to say to you.
You're not gonna follow him?
What's the point? He's not gonna talk to me.
So this was a complete waste of time?
What do you mean now? I've been reading everyone's body language, Peter Claymore.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
It's just that not all of them are funny.
When the
But a lot of
air
them
crane
are,
went
though.
berserk, Jaeger was carrying this box.
Also, Chad, it bothers me that it wasn't until, like, a couple of seconds ago that I realized that Rigay is Jaeger backwards.
This box was what messed up my magic.
You think the apatheia is what's causing the air crane to go out of control?
Judging from the evidence, it could be a valid hypothesis.
So when the Blastia and Heliord was going out of control, you think there was apatheia nearby? And the air crane and cave mock too?
There may have been. Otherwise, maybe the apatheia has been damaging the whole world's air crane little by little, and a large distortion just happened to appear then.
I see.
It's really nothing more than a guess, but it could be right.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
In science, you continually make hypotheses, then test them, and you get closer and closer to the truth. That's how it is. Well, okay. Maybe I can do something with this after all.
What are you gonna do now?
The next step after a hypothesis is testing it.
Okay, then. No, not now. I'll lose my concentration. Strange mark. What's this? A crest that slightly shortens the time a mage is immobile after casting a spell? Well, Rita's equipping that as soon as I get her back in the party. I mean, I figured that out, Peter Claymore, the moment they had the names side by side the first time. Like when they mentioned it when they were talking to Sephiroth. Oh, just go away. I didn't think the dialogue was going to change, but it did. You just burped. Even if our town was perfectly safe from monsters, for the chief it would be a temporary fix. Perhaps we should just make the sage village chief. Yes, wouldn't making the sage our chief be a fine idea? Arthur suggested to the entire village. You really do not like the village chief.
We weren't able to find Pharaoh after all.
Yeah, our first job as a guild was an egregious failure. What do you think? Should we go back to Dongrest?
That might be best. But would you be okay with that, Yuri?
I like how you keep calling the Duke. Well, he looks kind of like him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that whenever there's a silver-haired man, I think of Sephiroth first and foremost.
And what about Estelle?
I could be coy and call him Pizarro.
I'd be
That's
fine
also
with it.
an option.
As for Estelle, I'll leave that answer up to her.
All right.
This sure is a serene little town.
Huh? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? No guilds, no empire. It's a little strange.
Yeah, but I think it's relaxing.
Yeah, but even so, I prefer Dawngrest.
That's how everyone is. Everybody prefers the place where they grew up.
You too, Yuri?
Well, yeah, sure.
But if we're gonna work together in brave Vesperia, we'll have to decide on a single place for our home base.
We could always make someplace new, you know.
Someplace new?
Yeah, you know, everyone thinks of Dawngrest as the Union City, but it's really Altosk City. It could be like that. Brave Vesperia could make its own city.
Make our own city? I wonder, will this game have, like, another, like, side quest where you can build up a city like in Symphonia?
Brave Vesperia's own city. Yeah,
Well, either way,
Or
we've got a
Virgil,
lot
yeah,
of jobs
Virgil
as a guild ahead of us before we can be thinking about things like that.
Though I haven't played Devil May Cry.
yeah. Now that you mention it, Nordopolica is Palestrale's city, isn't it?
At some point I will have to, you know, test out the Devil May Cry series.
Yeah, if you think of it that way, Nordopolica's more of a guild city than Dawngrest even.
Yeah, and Bellius rules the city too. Nordopolica, leader of a city, Duce of a guild. Wonder what sort of person Bellius is.
I wonder, wait, is the Duke's name? Actually, what is the Duke's name? Do we actually know the Duke's name? Or is he only known as the Duke? Because if we don't know the Duke's name, then I think he might be Bellius. Even though I can see Launchi's smile. I wonder when he'll come home. So have you spoken to the sage? He's a very nice person, so he may be willing to listen. Devil May Cry if you don't play the series. Very clever, Daimao. Will the monsters really stay away from us because of a little pebble like the clear CL crystal? Or if they just decide to take everything they can and kill us all? Don't get me wrong, I don't want to doubt what the sage says, but those monsters can speak the human tongue. What if they're secretly influencing the sage? Apparently, if we construct one of those barriers, the monsters will stop coming, but is it really safe? I suppose it must be, if the sage says it is. If the sage says it's safe, it's definitely safe. It would be simply outrageous to doubt the sage. The desert? Desert? Like the places that are all sand? You came from a desert? Where is there a desert? I've never even seen a desert. You must have come so far. Actually, that's a good question. Where in the world map are we, actually? You're friends of the sage? I didn't know. I was wondering what you had come to do in this tiny rural town. I'm so sorry we can't prepare anything special for you. Oh yes, have you seen the mountains to the north yet? The scenery is very beautiful. The sage says he's making a doohickey from some of the kind of crystal thing. Isn't that amazing? I forgot exactly what he's making. I don't really remember, but it was definitely amazing. What's so amazing about it? I already told you, I don't remember. You sure are pesky. Fine, tell me what's so amazing about the ocean right now. You can't, can you? Snot-nosed brat.
So you weren't able to meet Pharaoh after all.
But I learned about some very important things. The child of the full moon, and the Antilochea.
But the only new thing we learned was what those words mean. As for the reason Pharaoh's trying to kill you, it seems we won't know unless we go and ask him directly.
But you heard what he was saying. If I go to meet Pharaoh, he'll just wipe me out.
It looks like we'll never know the truth then.
After all this, it's like I'm being told that I should just give up.
No, no way.
Maybe...
Huh?
Maybe what I'm trying so hard to figure out isn't really that important to know at all.
What do you mean?
If I'd never met you, Yuri, and I just kept living my life in that castle, I would have lived without ever knowing about the Child of the Full Moon, or the Antilocheia, or any of that. So maybe I could just go on living without knowing why Pharaoh wants me dead.
So you're saying you should just go back to the capital?
I think that's definitely an option.
If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you.
Yuri.
Our contract with you is null and void at this point, after all.
That's true.
It's just, I don't really like hypothetical situations. They're not real life. And I'm not too good at pretending to forget things that I already know. If you can do that, then I don't have any problem with it. But can you really?
Then
Interesting take.
I can't do that either. But I have no idea what I should do in this sort of situation.
You want to know the truth, but you don't know what to do. That'd be a good summary of your situation, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Rough. Oh, repeat. Is anyone at the end? Ah, Patty's at the end.
Would you like a skewer?
Is it any good?
Why don't you try it out? It's my grandfather's secret recipe.
What? But didn't you say you had amnesia?
Your grandfather made kebabs?
I know everything there is to know about Eifried. I traveled all over researching about him after all. That's how I figured out Eifried was the one who told me my name was Patty.
Eifried told you your name?
That's my oldest memory. Just remembering that fond look makes me feel all warm inside. I don't know whether he's really my grandfather or not, but I feel that he was such an important person to me that I can't help but think that's who he is.
I see. Still, it might have been smarter to keep that to yourself.
But
You're used to it, huh?
I don't let small stuff like that bother me.
Crying gets you nowhere, was it? But even if you understand that in your head, your emotions aren't necessarily gonna listen.
I'm more patient than a camouflaged stone flounder sitting still in a field of stones.
Oh yeah? But your info broker turned his back on you too.
It's nothing. Things will work out. Tomorrow's another day. What will be, will be. In any case, you need to eat up if you want to cheer up.
Okay. I do like how positive Patty is.
Didn't I tell ya?
Dry-Eyed Dame. That's an interesting title. Oh, I can't give it to her right now. And there's Raven. Say, have you been to the Colosseum? They say the atmosphere there is like a banquet of madness. Is it true? What? You actually fought in the Colosseum? I can't believe you stepped out in one piece. Looks certainly can be deceiving. What kind of crime did you commit?
Hey,
Everyone
man.
knows Yuri's
You
a
can feel free to
criminal.
go on ahead to Nordopolica.
Hey there, youngin'. What? You want to get rid of me so soon?
Wrong. I just wouldn't want you to miss the new moon and your chance to deliver the letter all on our account.
Honestly, I could do fine without your concern.
Wrong again. If brave Vesperia gets in the way of Altosk's work, we'll be apologizing to the Dawn for an eternity.
What? You're too young to bother yourself with such fluff.
It's a matter of brave Vesperia being trustworthy. You see what I mean?
We've still got time left until the new moon. We'll be fine.
You sure?
Anyway, I ain't about to go back through the desert and that cave myself. If I got killed by some monster on the way there, not only would the letter not get delivered, but brave Vesperia certainly wouldn't look very trustworthy to potential clients then, would they?
In that case, we collect your bones and the letter and deliver them as promised.
Oh, how kind of... Wait, hey!
Raven tried to pull a fast one, but Yuri was a step ahead. Let's go, Yuri.
Anyway, just as long as you won't go blaming me if you don't manage to deliver it on time.
No problem.
The truth is, the villagers' faith in me has been wavering because of the sage's help. I'm not sure whether to be grateful or perturbed. It's a strange feeling. You think they would have gave the village chief a little bit, I don't know, a more unique look to him, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's find Judith. Where's Judith at? I don't know where Judith is. I mean, she's probably... I mean, we always find her here near an exit anyway, so she's probably going to be there when we try to leave town or something. I hear you people have brought us the clear seal crystal. With the power of the crystal, our village will be safe from any monster. Our village will be eternally safe from the monster's menace. We owe everything to the sage. I'm so thankful. Yep, as always, here she is.
You're always out walking around, aren't you?
Yes, I guess I'm a pretty restless person.
That's unexpected.
You seem to have some problems staying put yourself.
I'm pretty restless myself.
That's not so unexpected, I think. Maybe it's the wanderlust coming back to me from when I used to fly around with Baul all the time.
Yeah, back when you were wearing that weird white armor.
Yes. Are you going to look for Pharaoh by yourself?
Nah.
Oh, then where were you planning on going?
Only a walk.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't it seem like we've been meeting this way a lot recently?
No, must be your imagination.
Of course you'd say that. Did that white armor really look that strange on me? I liked it. It's sturdy and... Okay, well, I have everyone now. I talked to everyone, didn't I? Wait. Did I forget somebody? I talked to Patty, I talked to Carol, I talked to Raven, I talked to Estella and, Repeat, I talked to Judith. I talked to Rita. Actually, I think I just go back to Rita. Yeah, I think I go back to Rita, and then something will probably happen. Rita, are you done with the thing? We do the thing now. Okay, never mind. She says not now. Okay, in that case, I don't know what to do next other than leave the village, maybe? That's the only other thing I can think of. Let's try leaving. Just let the words you don't start pulling yourself together. Guess this will do. You got that. Rest at the inn? Okay, I guess I'll rest at the inn. How about resting hard after a day's work? Would you like to stay for 3 gold tonight? Yep. Please come again. We'll look forward to serving you next time.
Glad you could make it.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this? I'm headed for the Air Crene and the Weasand of Kados, but I am curious about the Entelikeia too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce! I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is!
Belius?
Yeah. Belius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh? Friends?
Oh, no, Belius is a woman, right?
It's Nordopolica for me, too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. That's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
I want to know why the Antilochaea hate the child of the full moon. Which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
But there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Antilochaea, correct?
Also, I gotta say, I'm noticing this right now. Rapide isn't moving a single muscle right now.
Yes?
Every other character is moving, like, slightly. Rapide's not moving at all. Rapide's a statue right now. What the hell?
I imagine Belius could tell you if you met with her.
Or is he? Actually, never mind. He is moving. Never mind. I see him move. He looks very still to me.
Why?
Looked at him closely.
Because of the connection between the Antilochaea and the Colosseum?
But he's blinking, and his tail is wagging. Well, it's not wagging, but it's moving slightly.
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Antilochaea of Nordopolica.
Loyal, exactly.
If we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wiesent of Katos on the way to see Belius. Good enough?
True enough.
I do want to get
All
that
right,
special
then.
flag
Nordopolica it is.
For Rapide, because I don't know if this is the case or not, but when I'm able to switch to Rapide on the field and I talk to other animals, we'll probably be able to actually see what he's actually thinking for once.
Right. First, let's get back to Mantake.
Because he'll actually have dialogue.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
And she's with us. Now we just need to get Flynn.
Didn't Belius only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Jormungand and Mantake are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Poor Rin. And here we are. Oh my, where are we? Okay, hold on. Oh god, where are we? Okay, the desert's over there. Okay. Honestly, chat, I think now's a good time to save and end the stream, honestly. We made some pretty good progress today. And don't worry, we'll continue playing the game tomorrow. Yep, at the same time, too. Alright, chat. Hope you enjoyed today's stream, and hope to see you tomorrow for more Tales of Vesperia. Oh yeah, and remember, chat, remember. No stream this Thursday. No stream this Thursday, but we'll pick things back up on Friday with more Japanese learning. And then on Saturday, hopefully True Lotus recovers from his illness and we can continue our Pokemon journey. But we'll have to play it by ear until then, okay, chat? Nice stream. Well, thanks a lot, Jasper. Glad you can make it here today again. Okay, let's see. Is there anybody who's on today to raid? I would say... Okay, I see Pikia is streaming right now. What's she streaming? Remnant from the Ashes. We can go say hi to the slug. So let's do that. Alright. Let's raid the slug, chat. Okay. Oh yeah, and by the way, chat, for the Japanese learning stream on Friday, we're going to be using Lingo Deer and Kanji Garden. So we're going to learn some kanji together. That's going to be different from before. Well, before I tried to do some weird pseudo class, but not really class thing, and then I just ended up just practicing Japanese on my own, along with Daimao, because he's also like actually proficient in Japanese a bit. Okay, let's see. Right. The raid is a go, chat! Anywho, see you tomorrow, chat! Have a great Monday. DingusTheStrix signing off.